Okay, hopefully everybody can hear me. And if there's anybody in the chat that can hear me and can see me, of course, I'm right here. I wanted to set it up to where y'all can see my work area where I'm making jewelry and stuff, but not necessarily see me, just maybe my hands and stuff. And just want to get some feedback about how this view looks, how that sounds, and just chit chat for a while I play around with some of the stuff I was doing. I'm making some bracelets and stuff. I made one a minute ago and tried that out. I like how that twisted wire hammered kind of looks like a chain link once you hammer it out. So I kind of like how that worked out. I might try that in copper. So if we've got, I see 3 people watching. So if anybody's in the chat and want to help me out with how that sounds and the way it looks and stuff, I'd appreciate it. I think I'm going to try to start doing some videos like this from this angle, some live and maybe some pre-recorded and stuff. I might end up bumping the camera a little bit because my table's wobbly and the tripod is kind of leaned over and up against the, yeah, I see how it wobbled then. Try not to do that too much. Maybe I can figure it out to where I can lean it across the workbench without it actually leaning up against it. I've been trying to figure that out. I don't have like a bendable, tripod. It's all, slide up and down. And I have a tilting head on the top, but it doesn't tilt like completely downward. So I had to kind of lean it at an angle like that. Hello in the chat. Anybody there? Want to say hi? Let me know what the audio and video looks like. I see 4 watching. Well, maybe we'll get somebody that can give me some feedback. So I can easily do this and not worry about what it looked like. Okay, so I made the pearl one and I'm going to try these jade ones. Maybe make I like this color for myself. Make one for myself. So these are like pre-made little beaded bars that if you make a bangle and attach it, then you can wire wrap it however you like. But they say jade connectors. There's 4 of them on here. Chose that pretty blue kind of color. Let's see how that shows up on the camera. I got that delay, so it's going to take me a second to kind of see what it looks like. Yeah, I'm going to have to hold my hand behind it more than likely. Yeah, okay. Let's see how that works. All right, let's get some copper. Got a little bit left on this spool. And also down here where you can't see, I have my bracelet mandrel and my ring mandrel. I'll bring it up here for this part of it. I just take my wire and wrap it around my bracelet mandrel. Kind of overlap it a bit. I have a larger wrist, so I definitely need some extra width there. A lot of times I'm hammering that. I don't know that I'm gonna, I don't think I'm going to do the same as that one. This one I wanted to do that because the wire was a little bit thinner, so I wove them, I twisted them around each other and then hammered them out. But this is a 18 gauge wire in the copper, so I don't necessarily need to do that. I might texture it and then do some wire wrapping on the ends of this because these are actually a gold tone, so I want to kind of cover up the fact that those are gold tone. Unless I decide to do a two-tone, which I've done a few things in a two-tone. All righty. Still no comments in the chat. Don't be shy. Say hello. Kind of hoping for a little conversation. So this basically, I take these round nose here and I'm going to twist them backwards. And then I'll loop this in there. Oops, I forgot. I'm shaking the table. See, I've got to get used to all of that. Hi, Judy, Carla. I'm good. How does my sound and my video look? I'm trying the camera facing in a different, direction and everything. So I can do it like this and y'all can see me working on things. Let's see, that's pretty large, even though I have a large wrist. I'm going to have to cut it down. Not worried about losing the round shape too much because I'm going to have to shape it back. Really cut it off right there. So I'll have to do the same thing here and turn it. Okay, sound good? And you can see what I'm doing pretty good. Thank y'all for letting me know. Get it on there. May have made that lip a little too big because it wants to get in the way. What are y'all up to tonight? Just perusing YouTube. I saw Carla over at Thelma's auction earlier. I saw that beautiful necklace that you got. That was awesome. Let me try doing it this way. It's being finicky. Yeah, there we go. Now it's on there. Let me trim a little bit. I think this one's going to be a little bigger than the other one. So I'll trim that off. And then go to curl it down. Yeah. Let's see. I probably should have made it even smaller because once you start hammering it out, it's going to actually widen. And that's kind of even a little bit big for me. But I can adjust that by taking those back down. So I'll try hammering that out first and see what it's going to do. Got my little, I can't bang on this table or it'll rattle everywhere. So I've got my little steel block over here. Organizing. Awesome. So this will work out for me to do it like this then. Yeah, I've been organizing a lot too, going through all these jewelry making supplies that I've collected. But I'm doing stuff with it. In just a minute, I'll show y'all some of the pieces that I've made. And if this gets really loud, me hammering, y'all just let me know because I might be able to mute that while I do it. I'm just trying to texturize it right now and give it that hammer texture. This is going to take some getting used to talking and working like this at the same time. And honestly, I just realized it is like super hot in here. Woody woodpecker sound. Yeah. Oh, look what it did. Like when I started hammering it, it offset it like that. But I kind of think that's cool. What do y'all think? Do you think I should straighten it out or like that it would be cool to leave it like that? That might actually take it in a little bit. Yeah. That'll take it in a little bit too, where I could leave it at that length. Y'all think it's cool offset like that, or you think I should straighten it out? Can't really see it. Let's see if I can bring it up there. So I may need to bring this camera just a little bit further down next time. I gotta give that delay a second so I can see when I move it over. There we go. Do y'all think it looks okay like that, or you think I should straighten it out? I haven't made one like that before, so I kind of like that. I'm gonna take in these loops right here. See, I'm not used to facing the camera like this. So these, like I said, these are jade, and then I have the pearl ones here, and I made like the twisted, and then I hammered that out, and it kind of gave it a chain link effect, and I really liked that. So I might do that some more with the gold tone, the bronze wire. Could y'all see it better at that point? Texture this some more. Okay. Just kind of shaping it with my hands now. The more I hammer it, the stiffer the wire gets, but let's take it in. Oh, I like that. Yeah. I'll keep doing that. See how that works out. I'm learning different things as I play around with it. Mm-hmm. Somehow That doesn't look quite the same as it did. There it goes. And then, yeah, I think I'll do some kind of wire wrapping on there. Hi, guys. I see 6 watching. Let's see. I'm not really liking this silver tone wire that I got. This particular one, I don't know. The color of it's not right, but I got this one, which is actually, I think it said it was actually, no, it just says silver color, tarnish resistant. So this one, when I start working with it, it doesn't do, this one's not tarnish resistant. So now I know. But yeah, this one is a thicker, this is a 16 gauge, so I can make some thicker bangles with that. And I did something with it the other day. I ended up liking it pretty well. And I do like this bronze wire too. Bare phosphor bronze. Let's see. This one may just be gold tone. Let's see. Yeah, it just says gold. Get the little sticker off so I can read it. Gold colored beading wire, but I've been using that with the bronze and it looks good together. Hi, Deborah. How are you? So far I can see that Carla, Judy, and Deborah are here. I totally lost track of what I was going to do. See, I'll definitely have to get used to this. Now I'm wondering, should I add something else to it? I've been doing a lot of simplistic bangles, minimalist style, I guess you would even say, natural gemstones and things like that. Like I've got this laid right here. I'm going to make another one of those essential oil bracelets with it. I take out these 2 right here because I could tell these are just glass, but everything else on here is stone. Those are just colored glass. So I took those 2 out and I replaced those with the lava rock so that you can then put the essential oils on there. And then I take out these, I think I took out the gold beads on there too, but maybe I should leave those. I'm not sure, or replace them with a different type of natural stone. But that was the aim, that I wanted it to be all like, you know, aromatherapy bracelet or chakra, you know, stone bracelets and stuff like that. So we've got like jade and aventurine on here. And this one, I don't know, it registered like jade, but I don't know. And then it's faceted. A lot of these are faceted. But the other one that I made, it was so cool. The little white right there, it ended up looking like an eyeball. And I've got that one listed in my Etsy shop already. But yeah, I've got it laid up there just to remind me to put that one together. And I string it on sterling silver wire and use sterling findings, you know, for a nicer quality. Not that this isn't good quality, but, you know, precious metals along with the, you know, semi-precious stones and such. Hi, Kathleen Brandt, Kathleen Merton, Patsy, how are you? Anita's here. Hi, Anita. How are you? I appreciate y'all stopping by. I'm just playing around and crafting, and I've been getting suggestions that I should, you know, show some of what I've been working on and stuff. So I'm working on this jade and copper bangle. I've been making stack bangle type bracelets a lot here recently since I got a lot of findings and things. I got these pearls, and then I've got jade of all colors right here. So you got a dark blue, a pink, and a purple, and that turquoise color, and I love that. And so as I assemble these together, I'm going to put them, when I list them, I'm going to list them as stacks. And yeah, I just made this like offset one, which I think I'm going to add some wire wrapping detail around the edges, but I'm trying to decide if I want to add anything else to it. I don't know, but I can show y'all some of what I've been making. And I've been sharing a lot of, Instagram photos of stuff that I've been working on. Oop, I don't want to break it. That's mother of pearl and blue goldstone. I made a ring, earrings, and necklace set. So this is actually it's not tritone, it's like four-toned. You've got the copper, the gold tone, the japanned metal color, the silver color. But I did take these mother of pearl carved buttons, and they're very thick, very nice ones. I forgot. I think I ordered these online. And then I took the blue gold stone beads. So if you look back in my previous videos when I had the beads available for sale, I have a lot of those beads, and I wrapped it with the wire and I secured it in the back. So it's kind of like not the prettiest in the back. I'm trying to work on making that prettier, and I still need to file that a little bit more. But it's a button that I used, and I have 4 of them. So I made a whole set. I made the ring, and I hammered the back of the ring, and I used a heavier gauge wire, did a wrap on each side, something hefty that would support the ring. Then I twisted the wire and kind of went around it and showed that detail there, and carried the twisted wire detail on all of them. And these are the earrings. So I'm just making the little earring hooks myself. And that's, yeah, see, like I said, the backs of them aren't the prettiest, but you do have to kind of have a hefty hold on some of this wire. But I like them. I think they're pretty. We'll see how they do. And I'm getting better. Some of my rings and stuff, especially, I mean, they turn out pretty decent where there's like, nothing, not too much bulk of the back side. But that's one set that I've made recently. Put that one over here. Yeah, I could do something like that. I'm getting some leather in. Dwayne's sending me some leather to work with and stuff. That's a vintage piece that I got recently. Some of these things, like I had found some findings, so I'm just putting together like this is a stone, and I just put it on a chain for something cool. I might go back and wire wrap it. I'm not sure yet. I did this ring here. This one's like it's not a rose quartz, I don't think. It almost seems like it's been enhanced. So I'm calling it like a pink quartz. But it's a triple band, like around there. And then you have freshwater pearls, crystal beads, and then the stone bead in the front. And I made that one. I think it's in my size, so I can show you. It sets up like a little bit of a higher mount, but not really high. So I've got that one. And I like texturizing the bands a lot. And see, these are starting to, get their own patina on them. But I can also easily clean them. I have seen that done. The wire doesn't rub on your skin, and it has a soft texture. Yeah, absolutely. Then I found these beads at the craft store. So I found a good deal on a lot of stuff from the craft store. These were cool. I thought they looked kind of like the clouds. Maybe it's howlite. I'm not even sure. I liked the shape. It's like an elongated teardrop, and that just kind of reminded me of like clouds in the sky. So I put one on a chain as the pendant, and then I made put these on the earrings and turn those into earrings. So that's a set. Some of it's been just simple, you know, like that. With the other wire wrapping stuff. You know, it takes a little bit of time. Let's see. Here's some of the different stone bangles that I've made lately. This one's very similar to the ones I made that I called Amethyst in the Clouds, because I felt like these Baroque pearls look like little clouds. And Patsy got the necklace and Cindy got the earrings, but I made a bracelet now that has the big shard or crystal of amethyst and then a pearl there. And I wrapped it onto these blanks that I purchased, these silver plated blanks. They have a design and texture to them, and just turned that into a cuff. You know, and it's just wrapped around. Kind of, you know, bent the wire, made a design. Thank you, Patsy. I appreciate that. Oh, I list them on Etsy. I do. I list them on Etsy, and then I've cross-posted some of it to Poshmark. So it's in my shop. And if anybody wants me to make anything custom or would like something like that, just let me know. Y'all know I'm always available through social media or email at Bougie Bear Vintage at Outlook. This is rutilated quartz and blue gold stone. This is like a what do we call it? Like a shoot. When it's a ring, it's a I'll think of it in a minute. But the way these are made, they're really pretty much fit anybody. They're adjustable, so you can put them on, and you can squeeze them back in, you know, and adjust them. But yeah, you got the rutilated quartz and the blue gold stone. I don't know if that's picking up the sparkle of the blue gold stone. Y'all excuse my arms. I usually shave my arms, and I haven't done that in a few days. Bypass. That was the word I was looking for. Bypass. Night, Debbie. Thank you for showing up and saying hello. Okay, you got to get up early. Thank goodness I don't. But yeah, and then so these have like little wire wrap details. And see, it's very neat on the back on these, you know. So it just depends on like what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to learn to have kind of, I guess, a method to the madness with how it will look on the front as well as on the back. I really liked that one. I like the rutilated quartz because I don't have any jewelry that has the rutilated quartz in it besides that I made. Then I did the carnelian. And like this one, I kind of hammered it to where it's almost like square wire the way I hammered it. And then I caged that in and adhered it to the front. And it's already starting to get its patina on it. But like I said, some of this I want to try out the oxidation and see how, because I see that online. I see some people that do the oxidation and how kind of it almost gives it more of a gothy sort of feel, but I think it looks cool. And on certain pieces, I think it would look really nice, and it would kind of accentuate the details even more. And then you just kind of go back and polish it up lightly. This one's on just some silver tone, very similar to what I just did with those, but I had to actually, you know, bead those on myself. And it's in a two-tone, so you got the gold tone on a silver tone bangle. And that's some blue agate with some crystal beads. I didn't want to get too much of a glare, so I have the light kind of tilted up. I'm not sure though. Yeah, that's making it a little bit dark though. I don't know if you can see the blue agate very well. Yeah, I think, yeah, a little bit. You can see this, the striping in it, the banding, to be more correct. Let's see, what else have I made lately? These were fun. These have labradorite in them. I didn't make the caging of the stone. These were actually individuals, and I decided just to link two of them together. And they're real pretty. I like the labradorite. I don't know if I can pick up any of the color. These are a little on the darker side, but they do pick up some flash when the light hits them. You can see it up inside of there. Those are cool. They kind of look like lanterns or something to me. Some of this stuff I might actually add to those glitterati boxes that I have up there. Haven't sold one of those in a while, but I have sold a few since I had them up. Right? Exactly. Nobody else is going to have exactly what you have. That's the cool part about it. This is the same as on the bracelet, but I did it in the copper wire with, let me make sure that, yeah, I used copper wire and then gold tone, the gold tone wire. And kind of did that little squiggly wire wrapping around there. That's what the back side looks at like. So some of the back sides, like I said, aren't so bad. I'm getting better. And then this is almost like prong setting. You have one prong that comes up that, you have one prong that comes up that side, and then you have another prong that comes up on that side. So it kind of nestles the stone that way so it doesn't wobble back and forth so much. And then, of course, it's wired on, so it's secure. It won't come loose. But yeah, what do y'all think about come on here like this to some new content with just my jewelry making, since that seems to be what I'm spending most of my time doing besides listing. I'm still hunting down vintage, of course. I'll never stop doing that. Got some owl earrings that these were just charms that I picked up at the craft store and made into earrings. Also, same thing. I turned those into earrings. This was already made. That's a howlite. Oh, I loved these. These were like little sets of keys, and I turned those into little dangles. I couldn't find any more, so there was only one, and I haven't decided if I'm going to list these or if I'm going to wear these and just put them on like some sterling hooks. But those were really pretty, like set of keys in tritone colors, and the gold tone, the copper, and the silver tone. And if I can ever find some more of them, I definitely will turn them into some more earrings and maybe even matching necklaces. I love the jingle too. Some people, I guess, that bothers them if their jewelry makes noise, but I don't know. I like wind chimes. I like things that jingle like that, so it doesn't bother me. These were some pretty stone necklaces that I picked up at the thrift store the other day. I already have those listed, so I actually need to go put those. Let's set those to the side. I didn't make those, someone else did, but they're real nice. They're on a stretchy cord, so they're like just slip over your head. Got some tiger's eye. Just again, these were already made components that I put on hooks and turned into earrings. Hi, Carol. Do you fix sting necklace? I have one that broke and one of the strands needs to be restrung on cloth twine type of stuff. When it comes to stringing, I haven't tried doing that yet. Like as far as like if it needs to be knotted in between and stuff. I think I have a book in there that tells you step by step, but I haven't tried it yet, Carol. You have yours in a compartment but still manage to make a mess. Yeah, I have a lot of mine like bagged up in bags and stuff, and I have a container over here next to me that's, I mean, all the way up to here, as tall as this case here, full of beads, like stone, glass, all kinds of beads. Yeah, I showed that one. I'm wearing my onesie, y'all. So y'all, you know, y'all have seen me in it before, though. My little teddy bear onesie. It was cool outside today, so when I'd go outside to sit on the porch, you know, it kept me warm. These, I've got quite a few pairs of these. If y'all would like a pair of these, just let me know. These are some real cool. They've got howlite in the center. And these are acrylic beads here, but they're dream catchers. And they're real cool. But I bought quite a few sets of the charms and turned them into earrings. Just has metal piece at the end. I can restring if it doesn't need to be beaded. I'm confident that I could restring it for you. I have sterling wire, or I could do it. You know, send me a photo, Carol. Let me see what you're working with, and I'll definitely be able to tell you if I think I could repair it for you. No, not in between. Yeah, send me a photo if I think I can repair it or jazz it up and turn it into something that would still be good to sell or wear. I definitely will for you. Yeah, sounds good. At least you're organized. I have my beads in a compartment. That's the measure. Oh yeah, I read that part. Welcome back. These were like little tiny lockets, and I thought those would be cool. So I have them in gold tone and silver tone. They have little rhinestones in the middle, and they do open up, and you could put earrings in there. And it would be cute, like if you have kids and you wanted to put, you have two kids or something, you want to put their pictures in there. That'd be fun. So I decided, I was like, you know, never see like really locket earrings. I said I'd turn those into earrings instead of adding them to like a necklace or something. I've got this abalone here that I'm trying to decide. They're not exactly the same, so I don't think I'll turn them into earrings. I think I'll do some wire wrapping pendants with them. And because they had a bail on them that I didn't like and I took off, so they have a little hole there, I'll probably put a stone in front of that to mask the hole where the bail used to be, and then I'll of course create my own bail for those. Real pretty, like the mother of pearl on the back, but abalone on the front. Those were real nice, and those were some components that I found at the store that I got for a really good price. I don't know if did I ever show y'all all the pictures of all those really pretty palm stones that I ordered from India? Some of them are way too heavy, but I had wanted to turn them into pendants. So, but there are a few that aren't this heavy and this thick that I will be able to work with, like the lapis one. I know I have a nice size lapis one. This is an banded agate here, but I think it is, or it might be a soapstone. I can't remember, but it's got the bands in it like an agate. And I think this is Larimar. I think that's what this was. See, I had a lot of sand. This is from where the sand was in it. And this one in particular, oh no, not this one. This one came just like that. See how the sand is like embedded in it? It was this one. I took my Dremel tool and I started like drilling all the sand and stuff out of it just to see how it would look once you reveal all those cavities. Just for fun, just something to do. But that's really neat, and I love that bluish green like color. Yeah, it's huge. These are called palm stones. But you ever seen where people go and get those massages and stuff like that? You could use these with the stone massages and stuff too, but like a palm stone, just I think I've heard that the coolness of the stone sometimes can ease arthritis and different kind of things, but because I like stones so much and he had such a great deal, like I bought a bunch of different stones. Let's see if I can open this up. I think the rest of them, they're either in here or they're over here next to me. I'll have to check and see. Y'all want to see some more of the components I have. Oh, let me move that so I don't bend it out of shape. Show you the kind of stuff that I have that I'm going to make things with and everything. Even stuff that I've thrifted that I thought was odd that I could do stuff with, like these copper spoons. I may have showed them in a haul video. I'm not quite sure. But there are these copper spoons that look like little acorns right here. And I thought, it'd be nice if I find a stone that I can set in there and maybe do some wire wrapping around it and then place a bell, because there is open holes there. Place a bell and make some kind of cool, unique little necklaces or something out of it. I've got 4 of them. I think they're just 4. Yeah, there's just 4 of those. And then I found these keys. These are actually bottle opener keys. These are bottle openers, but how cool would it be to put a stone on the front here and wire wrap it? And then this, of course, right there, I can add a bell. And then this could still actually be used. Like, say you're wearing it and you're going out somewhere and, you're bringing beers with you to the beach or I don't know, anywhere. You could pop the top with your necklace. And I don't know. I think of stupid stuff like that. I don't know if y'all think that's weird, but I love these keys. They were so cool. I was like, I got to get those. Nothing better than nature. I agree with that. I just love, I get tickled to death by stones. These were Christmas keys that I picked up during the holidays. They were intended to be, I guess, ornaments that you hang on the tree, but on the back, it's Santa's magic key. Now, I did give one to my aunt, for her to put up in her house, because usually the whole thing behind that is Santa needs a key if you don't have a chimney for him to come down so that he can come inside the house and leave the presents. But I do have some round cabochons that would fit right over top of that. And then again, it's kind of on the larger side, but I'm crazy. And I would say on a longer necklace, it would still be fun to have, some stone cabochons there and wear that as a pendant. So that's where my mind goes. This is a piece of really awesome amber that I got from Barbie that I've got to do a wire wrap on. And of course I'm keeping it, but it's going to be for me. So whenever I get around to thinking about what I want to do with it, it's got some nice cool edges that will catch the wire and help hold it in place. Yeah, I love it. I think it's awesome. There's a big chunk of amber. Thanks. And so, like, this is Kenneth Cole pendant, but it's got abalone in there. At least, like, under acrylic, it has abalone. Took this piece of abalone that's been dyed and painted or whatever. I took that off a necklace. Keep it. Use it for something. This is one of those lava stone pendants. So this is some of that stuff that I sold when me and Dwayne went together and purchased some beads and stones and stuff. And so I kept this one. So that one's, where you can put the essential oils and all of that. I have one of these that I kept to make a necklace out of. Has the little fly and the rhinestones and stuff. Like a half slice of a geode with the crystals, and I think that's what they call the titanium plating that they put over it that gives it the color and stuff, because that's probably just clear quartz underneath, but once they do that treatment to it, it really gives it color and makes it really sparkle. Let's see. This is another little thing that I got somewhere. Can't remember, but it's cool and I like it. Feels very Art Nouveau sort of. I'll do something with that. I've got a geode thing here that's been faceted. You can see the little crystals up inside there. Big hunk of stone there. In a silver tone bezel. Probably stainless bezel. That is an agate stone. Not sure that that's malachite, but it definitely looks like it. Not sure that that's turquoise, but it definitely looks like it. Could be the howlite, could be dyed, but not sure, but it's beautiful. Like I said, this is a lot on these little cards. Like this is a lot that I kept from what I had sold some of to you guys in a sale. But I went through it and picked out some of the things that I really wanted to keep. Druzy. It's got a really weird side, but then it has the crystally side. I got some of those too. Where did I put those? With the stuff that I got at the craft store, I got some pretty druzy. I'll have to look for that in a second. But I do need to probably put it in here. And I think I sold one of these in the sale. This looks like quartz maybe dyed. You can see through it if the light goes through it. There's like this holds 3 trays, but only 2 of them. 3 trays, but only 2 of them in there. One of them sitting over here. Take this wire and set it over here. Cool belt buckle. I think this one was from Cindy. So you have to take out, untighten the screws, and then I can put like a stone cabochon in there, or if I can find some sort of cameo or something, put that in there. I thought that was cool. Glam. I kept that because we had the Glam Squad. I'm not sure if we're keeping the Glam Squad around. Maybe at least the community page, but the auctions, I'm not sure if we're going to be doing any more auctions over there. But I kept that because it said Glam, and I thought that was cute. I did sell one of these bird cages when I was selling those things, but I kept that one for myself. This one had Murano on the back of it. That's why I kept that one, because it was signed Murano. It does have a little chip out of it up there, but I still think that wrapping it or doing something with it could bring it back to life and you could use it. It's not dangerous. It's not sharp or anything, so not worried about that. A little abalone. Ooh, that one's got the point on it. The quartz crystal with the point. I like them like that when they have the gold foil like around the edges and stuff. I think that's pretty. These were some charms. These are made from check beads. They look like little snowflakes. I'd ordered them from a girl that sells them on Etsy. So I plan on trying to turn them into some kind of jewelry. There's all different colors and stuff, but yeah, this is all like where she beads it on there and turns it into that this little snowflake sort of shape. Those are cool. Pretty crystal component. That one's, still on its wire, so I think that's supposed to be like your your statement part of a necklace or maybe even a bracelet. Some tiger's eye in here on a necklace and matching earrings that probably it's in here for me to break it down and do something with it. Yes, I'm finding many ways, and then I've also have plans. I've got a glass cutter now where I can cut glass bottles. So cutting those and turning some of the other beads that I don't want to actually make into jewelry, but turn those into sun catchers, you know, real sparkly sun catchers and wind chimes and things like that. You know, on the sun catchers, of course, you use some really pretty crystal beads and that kind of thing. I talk about my bead hoard, and I haven't really shown half of it. There's some in here, for sure. But here's some of the rest of those palm stones, or probably the rest of those palm stones. I may have gave one away. I think I sold one or gave one to Cindy because I know she wanted a piece of this lapis lazuli. So this one's lighter and very thin and flat. So this one would be great to turn into a large pendant. This one is thicker, a little bit heavier, but still not too hefty to turn into a nice chunky pendant, or maybe even, I mean, if you're bold like some of us are, even like a bracelet or something. Another one of those, like over there. I think this might be a jasper, but it is so cool. My son got one of them too. He got so excited, like I did when these came in. He was like, "Oh my gosh, they're so cool! I want one." And I made him a necklace, and I think I shared it on Instagram. But he wore it to school or something, and it got broke. Not the stone, but actually the necklace. So, and he hasn't brought it back for me to do anything with. So I think he's just probably holding on to the stone, you know, got it in his room or something. Just don't need big things. I'm not delicate to do jewelry. I hear you, Carol. Yeah, I break things. That's for sure. I can definitely break things sometimes. And I like smaller things because it just doesn't take up as much space. But like this piece, I mean, that one's well, no, that one will work too. That one's not too bad. It's got a lot of the flecking and stuff in there. I don't get it. You know, they say this is not like the gem quality that they would make fine jewelry out of, but it's still beautiful to me. And it's still great to make jewelry out of, like, I mean, like fine, they wouldn't set it in gold or anything like that. So this is just blue lace agate chips. You can tell that by kind of that periwinkle blue, purple sort of color. And then you got the agate stripes in it. Got some citrine ones that some of this I just haven't broke down, but I have a lot of chips like this over here in my box of beads. I've got some coral in here. I've got 3 purple cabochons that are drilled, so for beading and stuff. Some uncanite, or however you say it. I know I don't pronounce it correctly. Unakite, uncanite, I don't know. But it's cool and pretty. And I just dropped some, I think this is carved soapstone. I think that's what this does. Has a different texture. But yeah, it's carved in there. This came off of a necklace. And it does have a small chip in there. So I haven't decided if that's going to become like maybe a part of a sun catcher or something like that, you know. I wouldn't see it being such an issue on an item like that. I wouldn't sell it, you know, as a pendant. And I have the stones that were on the necklace itself. I have them set aside. Here's another piece of that. Ooh, this one had some nice banding and stuff in it. These I have put on, I've already put on like some loops. This is a type of agate. And then I'm not sure about those stones. I think they're a type of quartz, maybe a milky, smoky quartz, or some sodalite. I got 2 of those. These came off of a necklace, and so I kept the stones to turn into earrings. These came out of a jewelry jar. These are like thick pieces of citrine that are in like little discs. So I think these will probably turn out to be like pendants or something. Where is the chip? Oh, I'll show it to you. Where did I put it? It's right there. If you can see behind there where the light goes through, it's right there. Just somehow chipped out. This was a vintage necklace that I bought from someone off of YouTube. And then when I got it, the beads on the chain itself were so tight on like a fishing line. So there was no way I was going to be able to use those like that. This isn't rose quartz, but I forget what they called it. Oh, pink calcite. These are pink calcite. And you can tell the difference between that and rose quartz. This almost has like a different texture, but it also has a lot of, I don't know how to describe it. It's just different in a way. When you look at it, you would initially think it is rose quartz, but it does feel different. And that's what the guy told me it was, because I had never, I didn't know about it. It has sort of some banding in there too. Maybe that has something to do with that. I need to do some more like learning about that. But yeah, these will turn into some pendants or something. I shared this back on Instagram a while back, but it's a carved piece of turquoise in a rose shape, and it was on a necklace. But I decided to take it off the necklace and harvest the beads for jewelry making and keep the pendant to maybe put on like a chain that I actually put bead like sterling silver, and maybe not all turquoise, maybe something a little different, and that be the pendant. So I'm holding on to that for that reason. These are some kind of stone. They're already like, they were earrings, but I'm going to use them for something else more than likely. I've got, what else I've got in here? The ones that I know, if you notice, I write on them what they are, so I remember. Some mother of pearl like vintage beads that I think, yeah, I got these from Cindy, I believe. Real pretty little teardrop shapes. Maybe. Or maybe I could take it out of that frame and shave it down a little bit and then reframe it myself. I could definitely do that. But I think it would still be very beautiful on a sun catcher as like the little, like a little dangle from the bottom of a sun catcher. I want to use some natural stones on those, like have some higher end and some lower end, and the higher end would have the natural stones on it. This was when I was making that chakra bracelet with the different chakra stones and a lava stone bead. I just felt like probably needs to be redesigned. It's one of my first few attempts at making a bracelet. I still love the colors. You get everything there. These all represent all the chakras. So you got amethyst and carnelian, rose quartz, lapis, turquoise, tiger's eye, and well, that's carnelian. I forget what this one is then, isn't it? And maybe that's the agate. Yeah, because that's carnelian. Have to remember all of those. And I may have had to substitute something because, well, I read online that there's certain ones that you can use like different ones for each of the certain categories. I started wrapping these to turn these into earrings. The abalone with the amethyst. Turn these into dangle earrings. I like the way that looks. And I picked out two that when facing together, you know, they kind of frame the face, kind of have a leaf shape to them. Hi, Lydia. How are you? Started making this pendant of lapis and tiger's eye. Problem right now is I've got to order some copper chain because that's not something I can make. I don't have the patience. I can make certain links, but I could not make the entire chain. That would be so time consuming. But yeah, you've got the shards like that and the tiger's eye in between, which I thought looked good as a color combo. Sometimes I have things like this, like my daughter wanted this pendant, and I was like, okay, well, be careful. You can wear it, but be careful. And somehow it fell off her neck in the Walmart and hit the tile floor, and it cracked. But it's so neat that I think wire wrapped and having that end, the crystals kind of exposed, would be fun still and still pretty. So I think I can still do something with it. Mother of pearl pieces, carved pieces. Like that's a carved dolphin amethyst. I've got some bears carved in here of different stone. Some pearls. Not certain if that's turquoise, but this earring is a vintage earring. I think that's real turquoise. And that's sterling. And this was the coolest button I've ever found. I got from Dwayne, and I wished I could find some more. So this one's probably going to be turned into a pendant. And it's got the abalone button there and the mother of pearl there. And I just think that wasn't ground off. The shell outside wasn't ground off completely on the back. So that's what that is. But I think it would look cool downwards, and since I have the grooves there, I can wire wrap it and then maybe even put a stone through the middle. That's what's great about these buttons is running the wire through there and then putting a bead in the center to mask the holes, but also have an accent in the center. And this is a nice thick piece of mother of pearl. I couldn't imagine what this came off of if it was on clothing or something, but it's gorgeous. I hope I held it up enough. Looks like I put it down and y'all really didn't see it that well. I'll get the hang of this eventually, of putting it somewhere where y'all could see it fairly well. I've got shaky hands. I've had 2 cups of coffee today. I know that's why I will be up late tonight. We've got some coral and turquoise beads here that came off of something. Some sodalite beads. This is a completely fine strand of adventurine. But I'm thinking that once I find a pendant or make a pendant, maybe this will be what I put it on. So I've got it in here just in case of that. Got some green, kind of light green pearls. Some tiny accent turquoise beads. I've got 2 discs of the why didn't they put the name of it? It's called Azurite Malachite. So those I wanted to turn into my own earrings because I have a necklace that I don't have any matching earrings. So I want to make a pair with some sterling to go with my necklace. These are actually smoky quartz and they're carved into leaf shapes. I have 4 of those that I took off of a necklace. These turned out, look, y'all wouldn't even think, y'all would think these are glass. These are citrine. I tested them with my my gemstone tester. They turned out to be citrine. So sometimes these beads like this, they can be smoky quartz, they can be rose quartz, they can be citrine, they can be different gemstones. So always test those briolette, or not briolettes. What are those called? I forget the name of those style of beads, but test those too because they can be gemstones. Then I have a giant bag of different pearls. I use those, a lot of times in accents and stuff. I'm not going to string those or anything. I just don't have patience right now to even attempt that. I think I put these in here because they're, I got them marked SS. So these are sterling, like little tubular beads. And these are some pretty wedding cake beads that I believe I either got from Cindy or I got from Cheyenne. And they were just basic, but I wanted to kind of jazz them up, do something different with them. They were earrings. I could sit here forever and show y'all stuff, but if I'm boring you, let me know. These are some of the round cabochons that I have. So this would be some of that strawberry quartz. I'm going to hold it there long enough to where I see it on the computer. Yeah, y'all saw it that way. This is just the glass that looks like moonstone, but it's not. Name escapes me right now. Opalite glass. Opalite glass. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I do. I have a couple of cabochons. This one came out of I think a vintage piece there. I have that cab. Nice large one. And then I have a round one like that. So like that buckle and things like that, I'm going to try to find cabochons to fit into certain ones. Light's sucking right now. Can you see it from there? Where the light's actually hitting it better? I'm trying to watch over there. But it is. It's malachite. I've got a cat's eye cabochon. These I took out of a 950 broken cuff bracelet that was Southwestern Native American style. I think this is going to be some really old turquoise. So I haven't decided. These feel like it's super important to me, and I need to know more about them before I do anything with them. But they were in a 950 like handcrafted like cuff bracelet. Really cool, but the bracelet itself, I bought it from the person for super cheap because it was broken. And the silver, I'm putting it in my scrap. I hate that, but it wasn't repairable. It was really bad. And I do not have my welding skills, my soldering skills on point. That's the Venturine. So yeah, different ones in here. Tiger's Eye, blue gold stone. I got some snowflake obsidian. If y'all ever want to sit and like learn stones and stuff together, we can do that and make a video about learning stones to help us with identifying what we have in our jewelry. I didn't wire wrap this, but it's a faux turquoise and freshwater pearl cross. But I was like, I can keep that and make something out of it. All kinds of stuff down in there. Some vintage like tiger's eye little stones. Don't know this stone either. I've got to figure out what that is. It's carved into a cross. It's an older necklace that was broken. I don't take these off just to be taking them off. That's a real piece of turquoise. If the necklace, there's two factors. Either the necklace is somehow broken and it's not easily repaired, or the necklace is ugly and doesn't make any sense, because somebody made it and it just doesn't look right, doesn't make any sense, but it has pretty stones or pretty components, then yeah, I'll take it apart and keep the good stuff off of it. This has got holes in it for this was like one of those toggles, but it's a piece of stone. More quartz, pointed quartz. I forget what they call it. They have a name for that. This one might be moonstone. Nope, it's not. I have a couple of moonstone beads. I made a ring that I think I sold with a moonstone bead. Yeah, and these are some type of marble. I bought these from a YouTube seller. If you look through it, might be jade actually. This one actually might be jade. This one might be a hunk of marble. I think this one registered as jade, but when the light shines through it, you can see that's a huge disc, and that would look awesome wire wrapped as well. I'll show y'all some of the stuff. I'm going to have some things in our craft auction. We're not going to do it this coming week, this coming Wednesday, but the Wednesday after we are. And some of the stuff that I picked up, brand new components for jewelry making, I'm going to have some of those in that auction. These are those metal tags that I purchased to make personalized bookmarks and stuff with. That's another thing. And I use some of that washi tape. I'm going to have some more of that washi tape. So, Patsy, I think you were interested in it last craft sale that we did, the washi tape. I'm going to have some more this time, and this time I'm going to do it like one at a time, because I know we had someone purchase it all at one time and she got all of them. Do you have the malachite small chips or beads you can use in your Dreamcatcher earrings? Oh, you mean like these here? These were pre-made, but if you wanted me to take those off and put you some malachite beads to hang from the bottom, yeah, I could do that. I could definitely do that. I can alter these and put different kinds of stones on there, no problem. And then that I don't know about taking that out, because that's the faux turquoise. Wow, I can never keep I know it and then I forget it, but y'all know what I'm talking about, the faux turquoise there. But I don't know about taking that one out, because I don't think I have another cabochon to fit into that. But I could swap out those ones that are dangling for some malachite chips. I think I do have some. If I do, I'll let you know, Anita, and I could make those how you want them and customize them. That wouldn't be a problem at all. Here's some glass beads that I got. You see all these orange stickers? That's because I got them on sale. These watermelons. I definitely want to make some and have those up before summertime hits, because I think those would do well on Etsy. I don't know what to call this. Somebody in the chat might know what this is, but this is like really rough stone, a lot like lava stone, but they polish it up and then they put that titanium coating on it. So it may be lava stone that it's made from. I'm not quite sure. And then some bicone glass beads. And then I have these pretty, so some of these like those, I'm not sure if I'll make jewelry out of those or if those would be something that I would put on my sun catchers. But that's what I was thinking with these, the crystal butterflies and stuff like that. I was thinking for the sun catchers. And I'm trying, me and the kids, on days that it's warm, we go out, like trying to hunt for some driftwood near lakes and rivers and creeks and stuff, so that I can use those to like dangle the crystals from, the driftwood, because I like driftwood. I think it's pretty. Some more blue dyed agate. And then there's some glass beads in between. Some of this is very dark though. Like those are so dark you don't see the banding in them. But they're really pretty. I'm gonna hold them up in the light. Yeah, like that one's barely translucent. It's so dark. But it is blue. And I think that's all the different types that were in there. They had more components than they did beads on sale. But I will have some beads. I'm going to start cutting some beads next week off of some more jewelry and getting those sorted out by colors or whichever. Yeah, here's a lot of those beads that I bought all at one time, all those gemstone beads that I bought. There's so many different types, but it also helped me learn. Like I was so excited about this Picasso jasper that I want to make something out of that. That's a real pretty Picasso jasper. Is pretty cool. Has a lot of different, like, you could see it probably better in that video that I put up, but like just unique patterns in it. And then there's a blue one, a blue Picasso jasper. A lot of stones in there. Oh yeah, I did get some natural stones, and they were agates, agate chips of different colors and sizes. Yeah, those were in there. I got recently. Oh yeah, no problem. I'll work on those tomorrow, Anita, and yeah, I'll send you an invoice. I appreciate it. I love doing like custom stuff for people. That's fun. Lots of, like, I have a lot of them just bagged up sitting over here. That's glass and some pearls. Other pearls, carnelian. More crystal stuff. A lot of this kind of stuff will be on like the sun catchers, but also I've made some jewelry with that as well. I've got a setup now that's a cuff bracelet matching earrings that I did with some crystal stones, crystal beads. Some jasper in there. It's real pretty. Reds and browns. Cindy sent me these two stones. They've got like this pretty peachy color and a cream color in there. And since she sent two, I'll just turn those into some type of earring. This was some vintage lapis that I found on an old vintage necklace. And again, it looked weird, but the beads were so awesome. I was like, yeah, I got to have those. Let me take those off. Some moonstone in here. That's one of those beads that can get real expensive looking for. I've been looking for some labradorite lately. That one doesn't even pick up any flash in it, but I've been looking for some labradorite. And you can see some horrible quality labradorite at a decent price. But if it's pretty and it picks up that flash and stuff, then it's expensive. And until, oh yeah, there's a little bit of flash. That blue flash through there. I made a ring out of that. Some just different, these are just some odd end stones that came off of things. That's what I do. I just, I inspect every piece of jewelry, even if it's something that that I think's hideous or something that I think that it's quote unquote trash, and I look at everything on it, and if it's something I'm going to keep, I have a station in there at my dining room table. This is Dalmatian jasper that I dissect it and keep anything worth keeping off of it. Dalmatian jasper is faceted, and of course you can tell it by the polka dots that makes you think of Dalmatians. Some more sodalite. I don't know what that one is, but it has a pretty green maybe some type of jasper in there. But I thought they were really pretty, and it's something I've got to figure out what it is. These turned out to be smoky quartz as well. Those are just glass. More crystal beads. Those are so pretty. Reminds me of my birthstone because my birthstone's citrine. Has a little bit of AB coating on some of them. Yeah, those are some of that I think is some type of like a smoky quartz, but more milky because they come up as stone and not glass. And they fall in the quartz range. And I have some more of that pink quartz. It's not the strawberry quartz. That's a little different, but I'm calling it pink quartz because I think it may have been treated, but then again, I'm not sure. But it doesn't look like rose quartz. It's got darker variations. It's kind of ombre in that pink. That doesn't barely touch the surface of what I have, though. Hey, Patsy, I wanted to show you. This is what I got out of my box. Those boxes where you did the unboxing. Mine was a chunk like that too, but mine was just this chunk of quartz, and mine didn't have that gold in the inside. I think the one you have may have the fool's gold in it, the pyrite down inside of it. In your chunk, and then the other one, of course, I think that was the gold nugget. I think you won the gold out of there. So it may be small, but still cool that you won the gold out of there. I bet the diamond's just as tiny if anybody finds the diamond. I can't remember who else. I've got to look at my invoices and see who else bought those jars. I know Dwayne sent 2 out to some people, and I'm not sure if they would make videos of it, but I can't remember who else. But I wanted to see other people open theirs up and show us what they got. Patsy, did you say you had a Silhouette or Cricut, or which machine do you have? If you're still there, she may not be there anymore. This one, I started with this good quality gold plated chain. I put some freshwater pearls in 2 different colors in there. And then this was like a rough tumbled blue lace agate there on that stone. And so it lays like that, like a kind of almost like a charm necklace, but with stones and pearls. I don't think I've got that one listed yet, but I've shown it on social media for sure. But I've got to get that one listed. And for anyone that loves the like sea creatures and things like that, these here, I'm going to break those down. I love those rhinestones. They're glass rhinestones. So I think what I'm going to do is this and this, the rhinestone and the seahorse, that is going to be a pair of earrings. And then the shell with those blue rhinestones that are really pretty, and the palm trees are going to be a pair of earrings. And then I'll have the anchor and pearls left over and probably just turn those into earrings. They wouldn't be my favorite, but those, the seahorses with those would probably be my favorite. And then those would be my second favorite. But I think these are like, you can think about it like that too. Like when you go to the craft store, and 9 times out of 10, somebody would see this and turn it into a bracelet. You know, just put a clasp on that end and a closure on that end and turn it into a bracelet, which it would make a beautiful bracelet. But why do that when you can break it up into 3 parts and make 3 pieces of jewelry? I mean, look, originally these are $6.99. So if you spend $6.99 and turn that into a bracelet and maybe sell it for what, $15, $20? Or you can make 1, 2, 3 pairs of earrings out of it and sell those for like maybe $12 a piece. Then you're going to do better that way. Just a Just the way I look at things, I guess. And that's a simple little thing to do, you know, just take your pliers and you remove like the jump ring and take them apart that way and just put an ear wire on them. Like a lot of this stuff, yeah, that's what I was going to show y'all too. Is that a lot of these things, yeah, here's those other drusies. I got 3 of these. This is not even the prettiest one. I got 3 of those little drusies there. This was the prettiest one out of the 3 to me, was that one right there. What was I saying? Oh, a lot of this stuff that I picked up, you know, that's my intention, is to turn them into earrings. So I bought 2, or if they had it, I bought 3 so that I could then turn it into a pair of earrings and a matching necklace. These were cool. I don't think I'll turn these into earrings. I'm not sure yet. I think I'll use these as accents on something. These are 2 separate, one gold tone, one silver tone. But I could turn this into 2 pairs of earrings. And so, and then like I said, I already have one made up already, but the tiger's eye. Turn those into there. And then these keys, I found some vintage keys like that. And then I found, let's see, where did I put them? The little keyholes. And I want to put them together and turn them into earrings. Where did I put those? Oh, here they are. So like you have the different vintage style looking keyholes. Then I'm going to take and I'm going to put the keys over top of those. And I've got 2 more. So I've got a matching set. So I can match these 2 as a pair and those 2 as a pair. And then use the keys over top of all 4 of them. And I've got 2 of those. Yeah. And turn those into like some cool vintage locking key earrings. I think that would be fun. Found a pretty, I only found 1. And I always look at unicorns and I think about my mom because she collected unicorns. So this one was like a faux cameo, unicorn. I thought that was pretty. I don't know, maybe use some sparkly beads on the chain that I do it with, jazz it up some, even though it's kind of got that Victorian dark black and white kind of feel. I think with it being a unicorn, it needs to have something that sparkles on there. Yes, definitely. I have quite a few fetish necklaces that are native vintage ones in my jewelry box upstairs, and I adore them. If I find them, I love them. So yeah, I could totally try doing that. And with my Dremel, I've got the little buffer pad on there right now. But with my Dremel, I can carve. I've got some diamond tips and stuff. I can carve a little bit of stones. And I did purchase a Dremel butane torch. So I can fire stuff. And, I know some of y'all watch Sandy. So y'all have seen her do the fire painting on like copper and stuff. I want to get into doing that. Like once I make like a bangle or a cuff, trying that out. I'm getting one of the, it's made by Cricut. It's the Cuttlebug. And I learned that I can use thin sheets of metal and emboss it with like patterns and stuff on it. And then I can then cut that out into different shapes. And then I could fire paint it with the torch. So yeah, I'm playing around with everything. Trying all kinds of stuff. Let's see some more charms. These are like little fairy tale castles. So I can turn those into earrings, maybe even add some bead accents or something. Y'all see anything you like and you'd like me to turn them into earrings for you, just like Anita, let me know and I'll make you some. Hi, Carla. Welcome back. I'm always scared to sell my pieces, though, like people won't like them. It's tough, Carla, honestly, but I just put up this one. I already got it put away, but yeah, let me go grab it. I called it the evil eye bracelet. And apparently, the evil eye jewelry, y'all have seen that, I'm sure, as y'all are finding jewelry, is still pretty popular. So as soon as I listed that on Etsy, I got like quite a few likes on it. So you just have to find those niches or, things like that people, just go online and see if you can make things that look a lot like, what's popular right now. But with your own, twist, of course. Let's see where I put that bracelet. Found it. Found a couple others. Those I've already got listed, so I had those in my drawer system. But this one like got a lot of likes right off the bat, and to be honest, I've got some other pieces up there that I made that I don't think I've ever had somebody favorite on it on Etsy. But I have sold a few pieces to you guys in auctions and stuff that I've made, but that one's called the Evil Eye. That's what I called it. And I can do it with many different stones. Very simple, easy to do, but really cool and beautiful. And yeah, so I'm hoping, since I saw some interest in it, that soon I might get an order for one. This one, and that's why I said my jewelry's kind of, for the most part, with this kind of stuff, is very minimalistic. I did that one with that same pink quartz. Like I said, I don't know the true name to call it, but it's pink and it's definitely a quartz. May have a name that I don't know. That makes sense to me. I did this wire ring with carnelian and adventurine. You got the carnelian and the aventurine here, and I can customize those, make those with many different stones. And the bangles, I'm selling those for like 20, and the rings for like 15. Well, these kind of rings, at least. If it gets more stones or more complicated with wire wrapping, then I probably do like 20 on those. These a little bit more because they take a little bit more time and a lot more beads, but these are cool. These are cuffs, and I just wire wrapped those on and put a focal, crystal bead in there. These are all glass. Underneath, I make sure I file all that off so it's smooth. It doesn't scratch you or cut you or anything like that. And they're real pretty. I mean, it's just so easy to wear too. And you can bend these and, of course, tighten them down, but you can also let me know your measurements too. That's what I have them up there, like, to let people know that if they want something custom made, just reach out to me and I'll make them in different colors. Good night, Carla. Like I said, I had too much coffee. That's why I'm still going like this. Make sure I put these back up. I think that a howlite. There we go. See, I told you it'd come back to me. These are either howlite or marble. Might be Carrara marble. Because Carrara marble is white and gray. Just like they make countertops and tile and stuff. And then these are multicolored gemstones. And I listed it as such because I don't know what all of those are. Some of it looks like it could be adventurine. Some of it looks like it could be types of jasper in there. But somebody had made these, and I found all three of them at the same thrift store. And they look a lot like those prayer or meditation beads. So that's how I listed them. Sometimes with yoga, people will use these. They'll meditate. They might rub them, count them as they're, meditating and stuff. And then they stretch. So you can just slip them over your head. That doesn't adjust. That's just all for design. But there's some black stones on there too. Yeah, they're cool. These would be real easy to duplicate with different stones. And I bought some stretchy, it's right here from Cindy. These are for making like the stretch bracelets and stuff. So I haven't tried those yet, but I bought a couple of rolls of that from her. So now I can make stretch bracelets. And then this one's like a darker gray and black. Real pretty. It might be also some type of marble, which is nice. I mean, I like marble just as much as I like stone. Those got to go into the already listed pile. Got some components like this. So for like maybe doing these stretch bracelets, that would probably be my focal. Maybe even could wire wrap something into that. And I've been getting the buttons. Like I said, I like the mother of pearl buttons. So if any of you guys have mother of pearl buttons that are large or intricately carved or something I can make jewelry out of, and y'all want to get rid of them, y'all always feel free to contact me about them. I've been looking around and asking around. These are pretty. I've got a few of these to make these birds on a wire pendants. Nice enamel and rhinestones and large rhinestones on the end. And those are in a gold tone. Got a few of those too. Got some cute little southwestern cactuses. And these like steampunk butterflies. I think I have enough of these to make 2 sets of earrings, or either pair of earrings, a necklace. And they have the AB stones in them. They're enameled. They're on like a copper color metal. These steampunk, that's what I was calling them, steampunk butterflies. And then there was some wire there that I caught on a deal. So, of course, I got more wire. I found some bracelets to, these were fun. If you're looking for different kinds of bracelets to make charm bracelets with, these have these little links on them. I didn't know about these. I didn't know when I bought it. I just thought I was buying a bracelet that I could put some charms on. But these have like these little sections that you can just press in, and your charms easily go on and off. And I guess you could even do this and take that off, and maybe if you were trying to make the purse charms or something, just have it, I don't know, maybe you can take out links and stuff if you need to make it smaller. But I thought that was cool for making charms that are easily removable and you could swap out and stuff like that. So I got those. Got some magnetic. This is fun. I've been hearing a lot of people talking about how they're swapping out their closures to magnetic closures, because y'all know it's hard sometimes to get those tiny little spring rings open and closed on your necklaces. So I bought some magnetic. There's 2 in each of these packs. Magnetic copper colored necklace and bracelet closures. And I might start swapping out some of mine too. That's a lot of what I've gotten. I did get me some accent copper beads to use. These weren't on sale. I had to pay full price for those, but I wanted to have my own little beads for accents. I've got some of these too that I ordered from, I think I got these from Joann's. These are for bracelets or necklaces or whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strands. And this is like you pull it out and push it back in to open and close it. But yeah, you could put these on your necklaces and on your bracelets when you're making those. So I've got some of these. I haven't made anything with them yet. Found these little handmade metal tags. I figure things that I'm making, maybe I can attach those to it or whatever. If I don't find out that I'm going to use them, those might end up going into a craft auction at some point, but those are cool. I've been spending a lot of time searching the craft stores and seeing these are over in the sewing section. And they're buckle slide. Like this one's a slide adjuster for like little, belts or whatever. And then these are the actual like buckles. And so I'm thinking I'm going to use these somehow in jewelry making. I got them for 62 cents a piece. And they're in a rose gold color. So I thought like maybe with a leather, like a leather strap bracelet or something, these would be cool. And even as an accent on a leather strap bracelet to have even like that kind of buckle would be kind of neat. So I found those. Then I got some of these because, of course, I'm probably going to make some purse charms and things like that, too. So these are like your little closures for that. Y'all check out the craft stores. They're having like some clearance sales and stuff. Here's some of those blanks. I think there were 3 to a pack. I got some in gold tone color. Got some in silver tone color. So all I have to do is bend these and then wire wrap onto them or attach things to them that I want on there. And I like that they have that pretty little pattern. And each one, I think there's different patterns on different ones. All right. Well, I think that's most of what I showed. But if y'all like sitting here watching me work on things and make things, that is what I'm going to start trying to do with my camera. Where did I put that bracelet I was working on? I put it somewhere. I misplaced it. But yeah, I'm going to start setting the camera up like this and trying that out. And we'll have I'll have the craft auctions. I know I've had a couple people ask me, where'd you go? I haven't seen any videos and stuff, but yeah, I think I'm going to start sharing some of what I'm doing in the background and maybe even still some more hauls as I'm getting things listed in my store. Things that maybe I put up or listed, like I just showed you some things that I've already listed that I've made and things that I've purchased. That one I had up on Instagram. It's a vintage piece. I've got it sitting over here. I'm going to get that one listed soon. It's got the little blue lace agate in the owl belly. And I have totally misplaced that bracelet I was working on when I first started, but I'll find it, I'm sure. But yeah, and I hope y'all will enjoy, seeing me work and make things and just us. Oh, here it is. Just us hanging out, having chats and that kind of thing. And I know I'll see y'all in the chats and other channels. And yeah, always feel free to reach out to me and chat with me when you see me. And I will see you guys soon. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please hit the thumbs up before you leave. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.